Shout outs to Clash TV, the new hip hop TV. You know, street ball, summertime, New York City. Shout outs to my brother, big brother, show me the ropes, Chris Gotti, 187. But I'm gonna talk for a minute and let y'all enjoy the game for a second. If you don't have the app, download Clash TV app. You know what I mean? Follow him on Instagram. Or go to the website. I'm about to talk for a minute. Show sponsored by Question Tequila. New tequila. Smoother than Don, all of that. They got it Reposado. Blanco, this is the Blanco. Shout out to my peoples at Question Tequila. You know what I'm saying? Take us a quick shot, get situated before we get into tonight's show. You know I'm gonna build with y'all, so I'm gonna let this rock for a minute. Live at Dykeman. We're gonna get into this show, man. This show gonna be crazy, I promise you. I promise you we're gonna build on some real. Tap into the game, the nine's playing. You from the 914? Shout out to everybody from the 914. We're gonna get into this, man. We're gonna get into this, man. Best of YT clips, what's up? What's good? What's the volume? Share this. I'm a build. We're gonna politic. We're gonna talk about something. We're gonna talk about something more serious in a minute. This game's almost over. I'm gonna let y'all rock this. Download the app, Clash TV. Shout outs to Chris Gotti. The new New York street ball, hip hop, TV, be in all places, Brooklyn, Queens, Jersey. Shout outs to Chris Gotti, man. You know what I'm saying? Big bro looked out for me on certain levels, so I'm only paying homage. It's free promotion. You know what I'm saying? This is what we gotta do. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all check this game out though. I'm gonna get into all of that in 1 minute. Best of YT clips. Stick around. Stick around. We're gonna talk about everything. I'm answering questions tonight. If they sensible, then we gonna build. Right now, the 9 is up 56-45 over Dominican Power. The 9 has a very, very good team. Ant Nelson, Keith, the power forward. Day Day, PJ, you know, a couple other players, you know. Yeah, it's active out here. New York City basketball, summertime. It could get real hectic out here in New York. You ain't from New York. This is what New York be about in the summertime. Be a lot of basketball going on. See some pros. It's real active out there, Dykeman. Well, we gonna get into the show in 1 minute. I promise you. I promise you. Make sure you download the app Clash TV. We're gonna talk about some real. We're gonna talk about the realness. We're gonna talk about the real. You know I deal with the realness. I don't play around. I don't be kicking none of that fraudulent stuff. We're gonna build. Promise you. Give me a minute. Give me 1 minute. 1 minute. Ricky B. I will not lose. I run the court of my city. King of New York is my city. Trump got nice hair. We gonna talk about everything, man. I might hurt some feelings. This game's pretty much over. Welcome to the show. It's your boy, No Games. And I don't play no games. So we're going to get into the politics real quick. Not the real politics, but we're going to chop it up about how things are, how life is. You know what I mean? And it's kind of crazy. Hope you heal, Ricky B. Shout outs to you, Ricky B. Shout outs to Best of YT Clips. Welcome to the show, man. The real smoke and mirrors. When you tired of being gassed by a lot of these dudes, a lot of these situations going on out here. And the topic of tonight is some of the youth is really lost, though. And it's a lot of, it ain't even so much the adults, some of the adults that most of these kids that's lost, because most of these kids that's lost, they come from great upbringings, great lessons, great teachings. They just want to take chances when they don't have to. Wow. Those be the bad ones, man, where you just have like, that must have been a serious dream, like somebody was aiming to harm you in the bad way. But you'll be alright. Yeah, but some of these youth are lost because they walking around here like really without a clue, but they portraying like to be on point. A lot of these kids are undecisive and they don't know which direction they want to travel in. But they had encouragement because they came from good families, great upbringing, great role models. Some have father issues, some have mother issues. But for the most part, a lot of kids are being brought up or was brought up. A lot of the youth now brought up spoiled. A lot of the youth so spoiled that they don't care about nothing. They don't have respect for nothing. And like I said, most of them come from great families. Shantae LaFay, that don't retract your don't retract your message. Don't put it back up there. Say what you say. This is a real platform where we discuss and we have dialogue. I was the same. I ain't gonna lie. My mother was going to school and be a registered nurse. Alton. Some of the parents' influence might be wrong. A lot of these kids have fathers that they don't even know. Some of these kids got fathers that might not be around. You don't know the story, but they still try to come around and force their way to be a part of their lives. And the kids be holding so much resentment towards their fathers. It be because of how the mothers was feeling. I don't know about situations. I'm not here about that. But these kids are so spoiled and so shielded and protected from things that they wouldn't even know the difference between somebody teaching them or chastising them. That's right. Ricky B supposed that's right. Shout outs to your father, man. Great man. Great man. And he taught you the values of how to take care of home and your family. A lot of these young boys over here, where I'm from, they have fathers, they have uncles that be a part of their lives, right? And they run around here and try to paint narratives like it was crazy. You're right, Alton. Atlon, excuse me, Atlin, excuse me. That seems what to be trapping in our kids. Absolutely. The father role is absolutely important, but the system is designed, and if the woman's weak enough to fall for the system's tactics and antics, because let's be real, nowadays, the women use having a baby or use the kids as a dollar sign. Most of them just deal with men, end up in situations and tell the men a bunch of lies like they're allergic to latex. I've never heard that. I've never heard nobody, woman-wise, how could you be allergic to latex? CROAG, what's up, my brother? But these women be using these methods to get dudes to have kids. Some just do it just to just regularly put them on child support, and they have multiple children. And in the whole process of them doing that, they're corrupting the kids' minds. Facts. They're corrupting these kids' minds, right? And got these kids' minds all messed up. You know what I mean? These kids' minds all messed up. Atlin, you gotta let people do what they do. Some people, some guys are real bad. I ain't gonna say everybody's good, but these kids, the whole thing is to save these kids. You know what I mean? Viral Trap 369, what's up? Kids be, if you had kids, that's in certain countries, I believe. There's a lot of people going. There's a lot of people going to jail right now who can't provide for their kids, but that shouldn't be an excuse. If there's fathers out there who have children who sold drugs, went to jail for drug dealing, there wasn't no excuse for you not raising your child right. You're supposed to teach them all the things that you went through. That's a fact. You gotta let people go. These kids out here, they need help though. Can't let the kids go. The kids need the help. A lot of these kids have mental health problems. These kids out here got the worst mental health problems because they're spoiled, and it be most of the times nobody can say nothing constructive because some of the kids are brought up in hostile homes, um, no fathers. Some are raised by their grandmothers. Um, it's just a sad case because they get to a certain age and they don't want to listen to nothing, and this is where most of the kids are ending up in prison young or getting killed young. And New York State is really, really bad, from southern New York to northern New York, with the gangs and the politics. That's called structure, Ricky B. It's all structure. You know what I'm saying? There's rules, and you know, when there's rules and when you're willing and everybody's on one page and everybody's willing to follow the rules and look at the leader of the house. It could be a man or a woman, it could be both. Excuse me. It could be both, right? It's all about being willing to accept your role as a unit. Nah, listening. Whoever taught the women to do that, that's sexist. Like, that's communist. And I don't mean to be disrespectful because I don't knock anybody's movement, but I'll never have my woman become that submissive to where she wouldn't even be able to feel free where she could be comfortable to tell me where I made an error without being frightened or feeling like she's out of place, because that's any woman that I deal with. Not, you know what I mean? At this moment, having a woman is really kind of complicated because I've been through a lot of things. That don't mean, I'm not focused, but in my life's experience, I've been through a lot of games with the women, and I ain't the one that wanted to play them. And I'm going through situations right now where I had a conversation with one of my sons from down south. Their mother has moved and hid them kids from me. I have two boys by her. And hid them kids from me for about 10, 12 years, right? But she receives child support payments from me. All about Pitts. What's up? Peace. But my kid's mother, I'm giving y'all a personal. My kid's mother from Virginia. Shout out to my peoples in Virginia. No disrespect, because all women ain't like that in Virginia. A lot of women in Virginia, beautiful, wholesome, like show you a lot of love. But this particular birdhead I ended up having kids with, I didn't know she was a birdhead until later. You know what I mean? She she hit him, she bounced. It was a whole big ordeal. I ended up going to jail for her because I caught her with another dude in our crib or whatever, but I ain't do nothing to her. I just whooped the dude's tail, but it wasn't his fault. Dig? After the things was going on, it wasn't his fault. I ended up talking to the dude. We hatched everything out. Come to find out, he has babies by a real close homegirl of mine down there. But to make a long story short, my baby mother had twisted my son's. Yeah, that's a fact. I remember you all about Pitts. My baby mother twisted my son's head so bad. I'm on the phone with the kid and he's asking me, why did I leave them? I said I never left. Then he started getting rude. And I'm wondering what's the problem with it, but I understand it's not him, it's how his mother was feeling towards me, and she put that in his head. So kids gonna tend to go with their mothers on the reg, but at the end of the day, the message to the youth now is to do research, because a lot of y'all are out here running around out here wanting the world to empathize with y'all like y'all are fatherless and all this other mess, but behind closed doors y'all have a really good relationship with your fathers. It's time for everybody. You too, All About Pitts. Thank you for stopping by. Hit the like button. Appreciate you. A lot of stigmas about fathers not being in the picture. That's early. But now fathers are starting to step up and step out, show themselves. So salute to all the fathers, no matter how long it took, or if you're a new father and you doing what you got to do, I salute you. But now we got to take it a step further and start educating these kids outside of hours and come to them on a humble way. And some might greet you, some might not. Can't save everybody. But you could try and catch one of them, and if you caught one of them and gave them some input and they turned around and changed their lives, then you did your job. Just Noah, what's up, Just Noah? Thanks for checking in. But yeah, some of the youth is really lost out here because they caught up on the music and all the extras, and it's just really sad how the leaders and the influencers are out here really corrupting our kids to a point where they really don't respect nothing. And not respecting nothing could put y'all in harm's way really bad or put you in somebody's prison. Y'all young boys don't know about that prison life, but y'all not trying to hear what goes on in the prison from people who've been there. And then when y'all get there, y'all crying, y'all turning Muslim, y'all was just gang members in the street. Y'all get into prison and some of y'all are really, really scared and scary. Y'all will turn Muslim for protection. Some of y'all will get with the gangs for protection. And then you don't learn nothing. Then you come home and want to portray like you're the illest gangster killer that was upstate. Some of them checked in the PC. We don't know. You ain't going. If you out here in the free world, you ain't gonna know what's going on with somebody unless somebody in that jail you know call home. So if you could stop, man, stop it. Y'all young dudes, stop it. These streets don't love you, man. People keep telling y'all and y'all not listening to the facts. And a lot of y'all are waiting until it's too late, and then y'all got 20 and 30 and 40 years. Y'all better stop thinking that y'all 19 and y'all can do 20 and y'all can do 30, y'all come home 39. The system is changing. Y'all think it's gonna be the same from when your homeboys who went up there or went to jail, you think that's gonna be the same when you decide to end up wanting to go in there because you gonna put yourself in there. You know, and then y'all be out here talking about somebody told. You're out here loud, you're out here sloppy all over the place with it with witnesses, and then you want to talk about somebody telling. You gave them the phone. In other words, out here wilding. Y'all out here perpetrating like y'all want to be street dudes and y'all don't have to be. A lot of y'all are really, really, really good kids, man. Come from good places in life. But y'all taking unhealthy risks with life. Y'all think somebody gonna be playing with y'all. Ain't nobody gonna play with y'all, man.
Anything you do, go hard.
Stop playing with life, yo.
You definitely gotta go hard. When you fall, you go hard.
Sponsored by Question Tequila. The new tequila, I'm telling you, this tequila, dope. They got Reposado. Follow them on Instagram at Question Tequila.
You gotta watch for all the fake love they put out on display. The old time they only watching, trying to figure out your place. Grimy chickens acting funny too. You be surprised with the money bang. Once you get the money, they can fuck with you. Peep the haters fronting on the side. See it in their eyes. Half you niggas ain't really trying to die with the front for. Really have some killers at your front door. Blow you down. What you think the clippers on? Shooting like a Paul George. Moving like it's game time. I don't really listen to these rappers with the same lines. Shorty's bad, real fine. Got her own motion. Pussy feel good like I'm swimming in the ocean. Size Leave Don Julio. Got a nigga fried. No game record stepping through. And we beat them guys. So tell me what's the hate about? Feeling like I'm young out. Built my own paper route. My young bull. Moving with the gas. Snatch a hate from out. Niggas taking shots. We don't hear them cause we been a clout. Buried in the trap. While the haters wanna chat. When it's chicken to be stacked. Had to get in on my own. Got the monkey off my back. That's real and that's fast.
Yo, shout out to my artist, No Los. But yeah, I got a video for y'all, right? I want y'all to check this out. I'm speaking to the youth. This video was done. It was done maybe about 4 years ago. Hold on a minute. Get this video for y'all real quick. I'm talking to the youth, man. I got a lot of content up here. Excuse me. Let me roam through this real quick. It's a lot of content, y'all. I put together a lot of content. It's a video up here. It should be still up here. It's called Little Ghetto Boy. It's talking to all the little ghetto boys around the neighborhood, around the state, around the country. It's real out here. Nobody cares about you, little ghetto boy, but I do. And it's time to change up some things. I got a lot of content up here, man. It's a lot of stuff up here, yo. It's coming. No freaky. Dang, bro. Here it comes. that work, y'all. I don't be playing, I do it. It's a lot of stuff, man. That's crazy. They won't let me. Nah, they won't even let me pull a video up. That's crazy. I got all this work up here. They don't even let me pull up this. That's crazy, yo. I'm about to just play anything. I'll just play anything. I'll be having podcast shows up. You know what I'm saying? Just follow me, man. I'll make it happen for you. We'll put it all together for you, man. You don't even play with it.
Sitting in the winner's row, plant the seed, watch it grow. It's not that difficult. Stay focused, keep working, they gon' notice. Hard verses, make a mumble rapper nervous. This type of aura I got you can't purchase. This new rap scene remind me of the circus. That's why the young girls back to rebirth shit. Body bags, hearses, somebody close the curtains. I'm giving out soul food, come and get a plate. It's been a long time working, it's time to celebrate. Put an eighth in the plane, my lungs is heavyweight. Pass me the light, let the record play. Gang.
Yo, shout outs to Stunner Gang, man. Yeah, I just wanted to touch bases with everybody. Shout outs to everybody for tuning in real quick. You know, I'll be back tomorrow with a new show. But yeah, make sure y'all try and help these young boys, man. Think about what they doing in life, because what they doing right now ain't gonna be a good outcome for them. This is the generation and the era, not even, yeah, the generation and the era of the lost child. I wouldn't care if you were an athlete, I wouldn't care if you work, I wouldn't care. This is the era of the lost child. They need help. They are out here bugging, and everybody's watching these young boys just bug out. Everybody's talking about crashing out, right? The world is watching this generation crash out. I've seen young boys give up careers based on what ifs. I seen young boys out here risk it all. I seen young boys out here risk it all for some street fame. Stupid, y'all. Very stupid. I see little girls defy their parents just to hang out in the street and be looked at by these little boys who live with their parents, to be accepted and then end up with babies or end up in situations where some of these young girls, God bless those who was caught up in the streets and lost their lives. There's a lot of young ladies out here losing their lives chasing these boys. Young ladies, it's not worth it. If he wants you to hang out so much with him, around the homies, if he's not pushing you to go to school, go away to college, get a job, he's not helping you by pushing you that way and giving you a little to help you get further that way. Fellas, if she's not doing the same, there's so many people in this world that will help you and encourage you to keep pushing and become great, because out here, crazy. Everybody out here trying to get over. Everybody want to be the man. Everybody wants to be the man. Everybody wants to be the man. It's not really healthy. Wanting to be the man comes with a target. Wanting to be the man comes with a target that a lot of people can't handle. Smoking that heavies, the wild peaches and cream. You know, this is gasoline right here. Dope flower. Shout out to my peoples, man. You know, with all this madness going on, every now and then you just gotta sit back, relax, and if you smoke, roll one. Neither. The small artist, neither. What are you? Shout outs to the small artists. Where you from, small artist? You know, I be having this type of gas, you know what I mean? You know, I be toting. I'm from New York, man, from out here, man. We be having all types of gas. You know what I mean? I got magazines. From Florida, what part? I got some people out there. We from West Palm Beach. Shout outs to West Palm Beach. I'm neither. I'm a businessman that gets money. I don't, you know, to each his own. I don't knock those who are, but it's just not the right. I mean, if that's what you grew up in, I can't speak on that because that's a separate type of lane. But if you came up and your homeboys was in it, you know what I mean? Shout outs to the Rolling 60s. Rolling 60s is one of the largest gangs in America. West Palm Beach, Florida. The whole state of Florida is kind of on hots right now because a lot of stuff is going on, and I'm praying for a lot of y'all out there in Florida because it's like it's a death cloud hanging over the state of Florida. All right, bet. I'm just praying for the whole state of Florida and coming up the East Coast, even going out west. Yeah, man. It also shows, I'm not even going to hold you. I saw this on Facebook earlier, right? Some lady was in the back of the crowd holding up a sign and she nodded her head. And then next thing you know, the shots go off. And right after the shots go off and everybody's ducking, she pulls out her phone. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Think I could find it for you. Yeah, that's crazy though. um, Tag, I think it was on my face. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Because it showed. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Watch. Watch. She sits down. Yep. Watch this. Puts the sign up. She's completely normal. And then watch. What the fuck? What the fuck? People are freaking out. And she's just like right there.
I'm gonna show you
She's
again.
not
Check
even
it.
freaking the. Watch this shit, dude. Watch. Watch. She sits down. Yep. Watch this. Puts the sign up. She's completely normal. And then watch. What the fuck? What the fuck? People are freaking out. And she's just like. Wait.
That's what they're showing. They're showing. They're showing a lady sitting behind Trump, holds up a sign, nods her head, shots go off, everybody's ducking, she's recording. We don't know. That don't negate the fact that the kids are lost out here. You know something about that? That happened, right? I bet you somewhere in another part of the country or even the United States, something traumatic happened. Like a village got bombed, or it can't happen in the United States, villages getting bombed, but things could get bombed. Hopefully not. Praying that nothing happens. Praying that nothing happens abroad. But every time something like this happens, we know it's a presidential campaign move, but something's going on outside that everybody ain't paying attention to. There's a war brewing up. It's either physical or cyber or something. There's already an outage across in certain spots where some banks are affected by this outage. See, that's the stuff that I deal with. And a lot of kids need to be on this too. A lot of adults need to be on this too. We get so caught up in what's going on with the entertainment world because that's entertainment. Entertainment's supposed to attract you. But while they throw the entertainment out and put it all over the media, there's something going on besides that. And everybody's not paying attention. And that's where everybody gonna get caught up. It's a must that you pay attention. Yeah, the gunman got shot down. They shot that gunman down so bad. He was a sacrifice. Now it might raise some questions that Trump might have planted him there because let's be real now. Let's be real now. There's cameras that taped people in the crowd screaming out. There's somebody on the roof. Nobody hears these people screaming. There's somebody on the roof. But before they get to screaming, there's somebody on the roof. With the history of this country and anywhere else, whenever somebody of that caliber in the state that's going on, that's a fact. And not from that close, you can't miss. His head was supposed to get hit, contact, no freaky, and he's supposed to drop dead with a hole in his head. Worse than God bless Kennedy. But before he even steps up to the podium, before he even gets in the area in the vicinity of the podium or the area where he's going to be speaking, there is what they call a grounds search. where his Secret Service or his security, they do a full scale grid search. That means they're searching everything. They have shooters on their team in high places in position. Hulk Hogan is a racist. I never liked him when he was the people's favorite for that fake wrestling. He's been a racist, man. Y'all heard what he said about black people? Oh. You heard what Hulk Hogan said about black people? Y'all heard what Hulk Hogan said about black people? Show y'all right now what Hulk Hogan said about black people. Hulk Hogan's one of the racist people out. You know what I mean? He says this. So it gets to the point where I don't know if Brooke was fucking the black guy's son or they've been hanging out. I caught them holding hands together on the tour. They were getting close to the kind of whatever, the fucking whatever. I'm not a double standard type of guy. I'm a racist to a point. You know, fucking niggers. But then when it comes to the nice people, and we are all that way. We are all that way. You see what Hulk Hogan said? I'm a racist to a point, you know, fucking niggas. But then when it comes to the nice people, then Hulk Hogan said that. Hulk Hogan said that. Y'all favorite wrestler said that. The small artist, that's true. Then it was a hoax. It was all part of a political booster. And you know what's going to happen? He's going to win by a landslide because everybody already has views about Joe Biden because of the Ukraine thing. He took money from us, this country, to give to Ukraine and then tried to back out of that, talking about he didn't really have nothing to do with that or whatever, to that point, to that nature. I'm not putting this to be exact. All right. So Joe Biden already got views. He was a racist too. He was a racist when he was a senator. See, everybody's forgetting. Everybody's giving Obama all this praise, though. What did Obama do for everybody? What did Obama do for everybody? What did he do? Like, somebody help me out. This ain't no disrespect to the former president, but I just need to know, what did he help? What did he help us out with? What did he help the people out with? He didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing, y'all. So how we, as a people, it don't matter what color you are, how you gonna keep a president in this country that took all the resources from this country, gave it to somebody else, and left us unprotected, to where we got all these newfound bugs jumping all over the place with little dots on them? First and foremost, these bugs was never here until they found that balloon up in the air and they shot it out the sky. Why you think it was in the sky? They saying the Chinese people did it. We don't know who did nothing, but there's a lot of war going on with the Far East. Brewing up. That might be it. All this stuff. But this country's foolish. Ann Sanford, how are you? Smoking is part of my religion. I'm Rastafarian. Sorry. You know, but we didn't have these bugs, these new bugs hanging around. And if you know anything about bugs or the history of bugs, they was information transmitters back in the war times. See how everybody believed this country used to send pigeons with messages? That was a whole myth. Back then, bugs was used as information travelers, because they had wavelengths. They picked up on all the waves and energy out here. And if you caught them and you did the right thing, like, you never know. Pick up on some good information. But we didn't have them lantern, whatever they called them, bugs. We didn't have those bugs until that balloon was shot out the air. I don't know why y'all people want to be so disrespectful. It ain't nothing. I ain't mad at y'all. At the end of the day, we just trying to help the youth understand that life is a lot better if you focus on something to do. Stick to it. Don't be negative. Find a way away from that. If you don't figure it out and try and find a way away from that, you're going to end up doing 40, 50 years in prison. And your peoples ain't got enough money, especially if you coming from middle to low class. You know your peoples ain't got it. If you out there grinding, alright. But be smart. Don't be a fool. Go grind the right way. They giving out a lot of money. Y'all be on your phones a lot. Research how to open up your own companies. I appreciate you, the small artist. I just try to give off my experience and really show some people some things, because it's wicked out here for real and don't nobody care, man. People just keep living life. I appreciate you. Just share this page, man. Support it, man. I appreciate you like you supporting it, bro. Word to everything, man. I truly do, man. Maybe we'll meet up down the road and we'll figure out how to make some money together. Maybe we'll go and I'll do the show and send you the link and you can come on as a co-host for the night or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I know how to do that too. Follow me on Instagram at No Game Records. Follow me after the show. I'll follow you back and we'll connect. We'll tap in. Really about these kids, man. A lot of people's just letting these kids just fly by, and a lot of these kids is, you know how the baby birds try to fly out the nest and they be getting a little lift off and then they just go crashing down. That's how these kids is moving, because A lot of these kids are raising themselves. There's a lot of young parents out here, yo. A lot of y'all kids, if y'all out there and y'all partying and y'all having fun and you see somebody you like and your brain is telling you, okay, you want to sleep with that person and you young, it's like almost your duty. It is your duty to make yourself have some protection because having a kid young is not what you want to do. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all right now. They telling y'all, but now it's time to listen. And some of y'all are going through some situations right now where y'all already understand that y'all not ready to have no kids. And I commend y'all on that. Commend is another word for salute, respect, all of that. You know what I mean? For those who are, you know, a little behind on schedule. But at the end of the day, your life matters, bro. Sis, niece, nephew. And I ain't even gotta know you. The system gets paid when back in the 90s, facts, the streets is nasty. Back in the 90s when, you know, you was getting incarcerated, it was like $180 per inmate. Think about it. A lot of people, the system was getting paid in the 90s $180 per inmate, and there was a lot of inmates. Now, there's more inmates than that, and the dollar probably went up. You know how much an inmate gets paid for being locked up? You get paid, I want to say, $1 a day. It might be less than that, but the cost of living in prison right now, forget about it. Jails for stupid people. I'm telling you straight up. I went there, I was stupid. Jail is for stupid people. So anybody that got some type of energy that you know is going to lead you to jail and you don't walk away from it, I'm telling you right now, you're going to be one of them stupid people, B. Don't be a stupid person, B. A lot of you young dudes need to give yourselves opportunities. Stop killing y'all shots, bro. A lot of y'all kids got gifts. A lot of y'all kids don't even know what y'all possess. Y'all following the wrong people, man. Stop following them dudes that y'all think is the dudes in the hood. Stop following them bird heads that you see that got all the money in the hood, but still live in the hood, but still live on their mama couch. Stop following them dudes, man. Stop following them dudes that make you want to get involved in stupidity. Because they not brave enough to do it themselves. So they got you, the wanna be down person, to jump out the window with no bungee cord. Y'all was taught right from wrong. Now is the time for real, to utilize that resource because they not giving y'all no breaks. They charging y'all as adults now, 15, 16 years old, kid. Y'all better think about that. Y'all want to be down for the set, for the gang and all that, man. A lot of y'all better stay on the sidewalk. Matter of fact, go to hell back up to your cribs. Because a lot of y'all from that be in the hood don't really be from the hood. Y'all be coming from across town to hang out somewhere where people are forced to live in and they don't even want to live in that shit. Y'all coming from great places and wanting to hang out in there, and then y'all get caught up in situations and now y'all the first ones telling just to get back home. Definitely can't trust nobody. The small artists, you are old enough to understand, and right now, seeing how you talking, you really are on your path, man. Experience taught you. And if you young, it taught you real early. And every man don't need no big homie, bro. Let me tell you that. I'm going to be the first person to tell you that the gang stuff, if you look at the history of it, either the big homie or somebody in the crew, Capo or somebody down the line, is telling the business. And everybody ends up in a RICO after that. That's the history. In any gang, any mafia, any bad cop situation, dirty cop situation, where the group get caught up, somebody's going to tell, bro. Everybody ain't solid. Boosie, shout outs to Boosie Badass, man. Boosie, the rapper. He said something, it was on Vlad TV. He said if you put 14 or 28 eggs in a bag and shake them up, some gonna crack. You put 3 eggs in a bag and shake it up, I bet you if not all of them crack, 2 gonna crack. You put 10 eggs in a bag, you put 20 eggs in a bag, you put as high as you go, the more eggs is gonna crack. So for all that, you might as well find something that you creative in, stay in your lane, and let all them eggs be in that bag. Somebody gonna end up telling. And everybody don't think, nah, my homies, nah, they real. Ain't nobody telling, we took the oath. Yeah, right. Look at it, bro. Sis, look at it now. Most of the big homies is in prison right now with long prison numbers. Because somebody told. I.e. Daniel Hernandez, a.k.a. the rapper, former, whatever you call him, 6ix9ine. Just a name, a situation. There's a whole lot. There's gang members, head gang members in jail because they told on themselves or they making these jail phone calls. That's a fact. They took pleas. If you took a plea and you involved somebody in the situation, you told. Now, if you took a plea, no, he was just, of course he wasn't, but he was around the business to where he saw a lot. See, when you put weak people around situations that weak people shouldn't be around, that usually will be the outcome. That's what I'm trying to get to the kids out here now. That whole 6ix9ine scenario was unfortunate for the guys who's in jail now, right? Because they seen this kid as a money maker, but they should have kept him away from what they was having going on. There should have been a line drawn between the artist and the street politics. If I'm saying it right. The artist should have never saw none of that street stuff because y'all already saw in him he wasn't a street dude. No matter how much he portrayed to be a street dude, he wasn't supposed to know nothing. The YSL situation that's going on right now with the young boy out here took the stand. He got caught up in something. His girl got caught up with him. She was a police officer for one of them Georgia joints. She tried to delete the stuff out the phone or whatever the case and got booked for the situation. He gets caught with the burn-eye thing and he testifies to a point where he's on tape. Then he's trying to recant and act dumb in court on trial. And they have the whole layout. But he was right there for the antics and the parties and the everything, cheating the system. It's crazy. Show sponsored by Question Tequila. Follow him on Instagram at Question Tequila. Smooth, I'm telling you. They got the reposado, all of that. Smooth, you heard? That's why it should be a lesson to everybody. Everybody. If you seeing what's going on with the gang stuff and the realest OGs, down to the capos, down to the wannabes, if you seeing that happen and you have an opportunity to get away from that, why are y'all not taking that opportunity? Some of y'all are in it for life, we know that, man. But you could be a gang member and go be successful for the unit. You don't have to fund nothing that's going on, but you can go be successful where you could maybe persuade some of the gang members to go legit with you and change their lives and get that stigma off them. But the G's gotta wanna be with that. You know what I mean? It's very unfortunate that these gangs, man, I don't know. If the gang's not helping you get into no school, no house, no job, no nothing, if you just out there committing acts for the gang, that's a RICO. Now, it has to be, the small artist, it has to be a purpose. Now, if you join in the gang, I respect it, but it has to be for a purpose. Has to be for a purpose. They say you banging for a cause, not just cause, right? That's what they say. I know some people who's really into that stuff, and I'll be having dialogue with them, and not on gang politics, but I'll be just trying to figure out why they join. Some people really don't have no family, B. That's just how that should really be. I mean, I've seen it around. A lot of people be joining. I've spoken to a lot of young kids, man. A lot of young kids told me, man, my pops was killed when I was a little kid. My mom's, she can't help. You know what I mean? She got a problem. Yeah, man. I mean, now, if he's from the neighborhood and that's how it is, because if it's, see, with the Rolling 60 things, man, they have different politics. See, the Rolling 60s really be on it. Like, there's really some politics, but like any gang, man, there's some people that's in the Rolling 60s, like back out in the West, that's got some bad stuff on their name that they see, that's not cool. See, I don't respect that. I don't respect you. I don't respect you doing anything to yourself, harming yourself over no female, more or less anything. Harming yourself, period. Friend of mine's little brother killed himself, may rest in heaven. May rest in peace, may he rise in power. My homeboy's little brother was arguing with his girl in the crib, and his pops was in the crib, and I guess the girl was saying she was going to take the kid and leave, and he said, if you take the kid and leave, I'm gonna kill myself. And from what I got, she told him, well, go ahead, I don't give a damn. And she left she's leaving with the kid. And next thing you know, a shot goes off. Boom. They try to get through the door. Finally, they get through the door. He's laying on the floor, dead. Bless his heart. But that's weak. To my young brothers, don't never let it get that bad where you feeling like you want to kill yourself over a female. New York has over 8 billion people in it. If you can't find you a girl in New York, I don't know what to tell you. It's real out here, man. Find you a craft, stick to the script. Don't be subject to be no birdhead, man. Don't do no foolish shit. And get your money. You know what I mean? Stop following these people that really ain't got nowhere to lead you. Especially if they ain't moving nowhere. Stop following these people that ain't got nowhere to lead you, man. Everybody could get money. What you doing with the money? Are you a legitimate business? Follow me on Instagram at No Game Discounts. That's my store. I have my own business. I got 4 magazines. I'm about to finish my 2nd book. I have a record label. I just opened up another line of shirts. You know what I mean? Creating my own lanes, not worrying about nothing, not being comfortable with just this. I gotta have that. I gotta have that. So I gotta open up this and open up this door, open up that door, open up that door. I'm gonna open up all the doors until I get to the main door that got the money, where I ain't gotta sell my soul to get that money, because I'm coming with so many projects and businesses all on a folder to where a check will be presented to me for a lot of bread. See, that's how you get to the bag. Create something, invest your time, energy into that, pour into that. You got a little financials, invest into that. Invest into it. Push it. Social media is the biggest thing on the planet. Facts. Social media is the biggest thing on the planet. Everybody knows this. So the only thing you really should be doing here and there is posting here and there, a couple pictures, whatever, if you feel like it. Couple things here and there, but majority of your posting should be promoting your business. Facts. I got 13 companies. I know. I don't even check my online accounts. That's how much motion I got. I'm constantly in motion. I'm not comfortable with just 13 companies. I need 25. I have children. I'm 47 years old. God forbid, when my numbers call, not anytime soon, but when my numbers call, I'll have about 20 companies that I could give to my kids. I could give them at least 3 or 4 each. So that's how that works for me. You know what I'm saying? That's what that does for me. The stage that I'm at in life is just constantly working to build something, to leave it behind. I don't need to do nothing else. I build and then I leave it behind. I'm enjoying my time as I'm building it. You don't have to do all that, small artist. You don't have to do all of that. You know, I'm going to put you on the game, right? No matter where you are. White t-shirts and bottled water is some of the 2 biggest businesses as far as generating capital anywhere. Picture it. In the summertime, everybody needs a white tee and everybody needs some water. Water. Think about it. White t-shirts. Get you a Cricut machine. It's called Cricut. CRICUT machine. Get you a heat presser. Now you're in the shirt business. Just like that. Just like that. Matter of fact, hold on. I'm gonna show y'all what I made. I got me a little business, and my motto is what we doing. You ain't doing nothing if you ain't got one of these. You know what I'm saying? My little motto, simple. Simple press, simple layout on the sleeve. Boom. See? Simple. Sagan, what up? Just politicking, building on, just trying to say these kids, man, give them different ways to make some money so they can feel good about becoming business owners and owning their own thing. Like my son, he owned his own company before he graduated high school. My daughter had her own company before she started high school. They're 22 and 21. 22 and 20, excuse me. That's just what's that about. Yo, that comes up for the fall and the winter. But yo, follow me on Instagram at No Game Records, the small artist. I'ma DM you. I'ma DM you and show you some things, and maybe we can network and get you established out there where you at. Let's make some money together. Let's make some money together. I'm all for it. Let's make some money together. See, ain't nobody gonna be on that timing. You heard? Ain't nobody on that timing. Facts. You could still come up with designs, come up with some logos, you know? You be on your little computer, look up graphic designing. You know what I mean? Sagan, look up graphic designing. Show y'all how to make covers, and if you got a phone, you got an iPhone, look it up. You know what I mean? Look up how to start your own business. These are the things you need to be looking at, you know? And that's just what's going, that's the start. That's scratching of the surface, so to speak. And you'll be able to see what it is. The next time I go live, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna get on the computer. I'm gonna show y'all something. Don't matter what you got. Right. That's it. That's what you do, man. Keep working at it, man. Just keep doing the research. I didn't have nobody to really give me this type of information. But once I figured out and learned it, I'm giving out free game, basically. This type of game I could charge people for. I just want people to win, man. Especially if you rocking with me, I just want you to win, man. So I'm gonna give you a couple access keys to open up a couple doors, and maybe if you stick to it, I guarantee you start to see some capital come from it. I guarantee it. It started with a dream for me. I wrote my first book, and then from my first book, it was do everywhere. It was business after business after business after business after business. But yeah, I've done a lot. Check out my page. Check out my page. I got a lot of work up there, man. You know? I'm about to get busy and get in here and record and put some stuff together. I got an artist that I got to send some beats to. So I want to thank everybody for tapping in. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all pull up on me. Just make sure you follow me on Instagram at No Game Records. Till then, love us, y'all. Always.